Hello, everybody. It's the coach welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
There are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL, but I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stature and frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person. And now he's starting to put it all together with consistency in his game, throwing, running, leading.
First carry for the fullback, Aaron Ripkowski. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite-color jersey.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
San Francisco 49ers, their offense filing back onto the field. This team got a huge win, Week 12, against Green Bay in front of the national audience on Sunday night. Now 10-1. Remember, they got off to the 8-0 start, then the loss. Now 2 wins in a row to get to 10-1. And if the season ended today, folks, the playoffs would run through Santa Clara in the NFC. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be. A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Throwing on second down, Newton, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Odell Beckham, 38 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
On 2nd and 12, Newton, and And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Returning is Peppers. .154 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. To throw again on second down, Roethlisberger, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. The Niners call on Phil Dawson now for the field goal try on fourth down. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Dawson missed it. It's wide to the left. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. On the ground with Ripkowski. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Peppers. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume, here. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Roethlisberger. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. This will be taken about the 12. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a carry for Sanders. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 54 yards. Where the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what...
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders, 32 yards. And the 4th... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is a
blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Ioannidis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Watch the screen.
Here's Newton. That is caught by Cullen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Mike 54. Rip left, rip left.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Max 50, Max 50. Come on, boy. Come on.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there, with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point try now for Dawson. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch right. We got right. All right, T, let's
Here's the fullback, Ripkowski. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 9. Newton, open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well-coordinated, the front and the back.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Star Latulippe. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now,
and he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. The 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now Dawson for the extra point.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Extra point tried out for Dawson. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On first down, Newton. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Newton now to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's set to go here. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. So the victory here for San Francisco.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Okay, Coach, we will start this challenge off. In the second quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. We're in the second quarter as it's the Broncos in control of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run. It's Lindsey. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the call.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're all even at 6. Your opponent has the ball on your side of the field. 1st and 10. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge, but hey, the good news, losses don't count against you, so give it another shot. Here come the Jets now as they get set to go on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Darnold throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on. Second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 3rd. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
All right, thank you, Coach. We begin this challenge in the second quarter with less than 5 minutes remaining. You've got a big lead. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25, and it's first down. So the Browns offense ready to go on first down and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. You have a 3-point lead. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. First and long. From the gun, here's Brissett. And now he's going to use his... Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry. About anymore.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up first and 10 at the 16. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. As his guys have now moved out in front. They'll run. It's Sanders. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Dawson for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Big loss in Week 12 for the Indianapolis Colts. If you remember, that was the Thursday night game down in Houston. And both teams came into that game 6-4. But now Houston atop the division. The Colts dropped to 6-5. They'll try to rebound Week 13. They are back at home at Lucas Oil Stadium as they host the Tennessee Titans. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Brissett. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Deacon Jones. It'll go as a loss of a... On third down, a run by Mack. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defense. Series, we always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series, and on that series they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And some Odell Beckham Jr. Jr. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge and be sure. Now the Colts offense ready here for 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
180. Jack 16.
Now Roethlisberger, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys that are called the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers.
And he lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy.